everyone, welcome back to Trash Talk with Allie Hall at Franklin County Solid Waste. Today we have a very special guest with us, Christine Argus, our Franklin County Solid Waste Americorps member through Corps. Christine, what does Corps stand for? When I say that to people, when I say we have an Corps member, people look at me like I'm crazy. What does Corps mean?
So I'm branded in it today. Corps stands for Environmental Educator Leadership Corps. It's a branch of Americorps, and I'm partnered with Franklin County Solid Waste as their environmental educator for this service term.
Nice. Yeah, you started in September with us, I think, around the fall.
Yeah.
And we've really enjoyed having you on board. So Christine, in a few minutes, is going to talk about some upcoming programming she has. And so we're so excited to hear more about that. I do want to talk about first, we have our annual backyard compost class coming up. And so that is on a Monday, March 16th from 6 to 7 in the Paul Sawyer Library River Room. And so we have 60 spots, 15 spots are already full. Pre-registration is required, so you have to reserve your spot, and then I order a compost bin or tumbler for you. The class is about an hour, and it's how to compost in your backyard. You'll get lots of good info. You're getting this $80 compost bin for free with the exchange of your food waste data for the whole year. So every quarter, every couple months, you have to submit to me on Google Sheets how much your food waste weighs in grams. So I'll send you the log if you take the class, and I just need that data for my annual report. So you get this bin and you have to send me your food waste data, the weight in grams all year. And so if you're interested in that, we have the QR code on screen, we have the flyer on screen, and it's a Google form to fill out to register your spot. And you can email me if you have any questions. Christine will be at that class, which will be really fun, and she'll talk about composting a bit with us, and it'll just be a really good time. So come out and learn more about how to reduce your waste and be more sustainable. Speaking of reducing waste and being more sustainable, Christine has a bunch of different programming, and we also want to let everyone know if you're wanting any type of environmental education lesson in your classroom, at your community group, just at any community event, Christine's available through August. She's here in Franklin County to help educate on what's recyclable and anything eco-related. So reach out to her, christine.argus@franklincounty.ky.gov to get something scheduled. Okay, Christine, so the first thing that's coming up, we were talking about different events at the Senior Capital Day Activity Center.
Yes. I've got a couple more at the Senior Center coming up on March 11th and March 26th. On the 11th, I am going to be teaching them how to make wind chimes out of a bunch of recyclable resources. We've got bottle caps, beads, aluminum cans. Actually, I think on screen we'll have a call for donations open at 321 West Main. And then March 26th, we're making paper flowers, and we're going to be talking about plants that are native to Kentucky and our upcoming pollinator garden.
Awesome. I know everyone loves to talk about native plants and pollinator gardens. That's like one of the more fun parts of environmentalism. Yeah. We love gardening. Okay, sounds really cool. What time are those at? Is it around 10?
The Senior Center activities are happening from 10 to 11:15. They want me out of there before lunch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then that's in the main room when you walk in to the left.
To the left.
Kind of where their cafeteria space is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's always a fun time, and we love to talk about what's recyclable and upcycling. So sometimes we make new items out of items that can't be recycled, like a type 5 plastic yogurt cup, making it into like a planter pot or something, but also you like to do crafts out of recyclable items to kind of highlight these items are recyclable, right?
Yes. So not all the time are the crafts that we make recyclable. Instead, they're upcycled. Just 2 weeks ago, I did an upcycled glass workshop over at the Senior Center, and that was a really big hit because people are putting their Valentine's Day candy in it. They're putting lights in it, making them into lanterns.
Cute. I love that. And it kind of had a stained glass effect.
Yes.
With the tissue paper. Those were super pretty. It seemed like that was a really popular one. Speaking of upcycle crafts. You've been doing some activities at Completely Kentucky in the upstairs room. Do you want to talk about what you've done with community events and then what's coming up?
I'm very grateful to Ermelyn over at Completely Kentucky. She lets me use her upstairs room around the holidays, and so far I believe I've done 3 or 4, and we've done a Christmas one, a Valentine's Day one, and then one that was just kind of in the middle of the season where we were packing eco bricks. And eco bricks are actually going to come into play at the same place as a pollinator garden, Lakeview Park. We're going to be making them into planters, and there will be upcoming events to stuff an eco brick, so please show up to that.
Okay, Christine, you mentioned eco bricks, and I know a little bit about what eco bricks are. Back in COVID lockdown, I was binging YouTube videos on zero waste habits. But can you tell all of the Trash Talk viewers a little bit about what an eco brick is and how they're going to be utilized at Lakeview Park?
So eco bricks are really fun. Here in Franklin County, we are collecting 16.9 fluid ounce bottles, soda bottles, water bottles, stuff that everybody kind of has in their house, and we're filling them with any and every kind of plastic, so candy wrappers, plastic bags from a grocery store, wrappers on cans, any kinds of things like that. And we're just compacting them into this eco brick until it's so firm that it acts like a building block. Mm-hmm. And then we will be partnering with Lakeview Park, and we're going to be turning them into planters over there.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of it. So they're packed so full of plastic wrappers and packaging. So I'm thinking I've been saving my wrappers for this project, and like on a Coke bottle, kind of the wrapping around that, or a microwavable tray, maybe the top film. I've been saving stuff like that. I peeled off a sticker, so the plastic backing of it, kind of almost like papery. Then we've been shoving it in these bottles, compacting it with maybe like a plastic, like a firm straw or some sort of tool to get it down in there. But you want it so hard that it feels like a brick. And then at Lakeview Park, this is your idea, Christine, which I think is so cool, and Judge Mueller is so excited about it, but we're going to be making kind of a circle out of them and using concrete, right, to kind of get that shape, but it's going to be a planter for a tree or shrubs. I think that'll be cool. Yeah, I'm excited about that. But we need help packing them, and so save your plastic waste if you want at home. We're also saving some in our office, and then we're going to have a couple different sessions to pack them together as a community. It's fun. It's
really fun collecting the plastic for an eco brick, just because I haven't realized like how much plastic waste I use on a daily basis. Something as small as a gum wrapper can go into your eco brick, and typically that's something that you just carelessly throw into the trash. So
it does make you think about, all the pieces of trash that are just kind of moving through our lives every day when you're saving all of it. Yeah, I'm really excited about this project. So thanks for getting that started, Christine. And on our website, franklincountydky.gov/solid-waste-management, there is the Eco Brick Handbook linked. And so we've actually had some people from other counties find that resource and utilize it in their community in Kentucky. So we're really excited that Christine was able to write that handbook. If you're a teacher and you want to get a project going at your school, that handbook is just a resource for anyone to look through and utilize. So it doesn't have to be our Lakeview project, but we're excited to get the ball rolling on that and just talking about plastic waste in general. You can also find Christine tabling at the Franklin County Farmers Market. So if people follow us on social media, you have certain giveaways. Is that right?
Yes. So the most fun one that we're doing right now is if you follow us on social media, we are giving away eco-friendly, they're made out of bamboo cutlery sets.
That's our most popular giveaway item. People love those.
Yeah.
You're kind of new to spending time in Frankfort from Lexington. Just tell us more about why you wanted to apply for this position, and then your impression so far of getting plugged into the community here.
I love the Frankfort community. It feels so tight-knit, even though there's quite a lot of us here. Getting around in the county at a bunch of events, from farmers market, senior center, local businesses. There's just a bunch of new faces to meet, and everybody's so friendly. But the reason I took interest in Frankfort specifically is because I come from a political science background, and it's the capital. Everything's going on here, so
Have you always been interested in eco initiatives and trash?
I've always been very forward about it, and even when I was studying politics, I was always erring towards the environmental science side of things. And I just thought that this was the perfect opportunity to apply my background, not only in politics, but in public affairs and my experience with the environment.
It's been great. So thanks for coming on the show, Christine. Thanks for coming, hanging out with us at Trash Talk, talking trash.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.